So right now we are in Vina del Mar in Chile, and taking a walking tour of the city. Actually, we're in the bus to kind of hop on, hop off, but it's the same bus, well, van. So fascinating city as always. Our first stop was the Palacio Vergara, which is the former home of Jose Francisco Vergara and the founder of Vina del Mar. The home was built by the Vergara family in 1910 in the Venetian Gothic style. The home served as a replacement for their former home that was destroyed in the earthquake in 1906. In 1941, the city bought the building, and it's been converted into a museum of fine art. And then the parks around it and the statues are absolutely beautiful. As I mentioned, the gardens around the mansion is magnificent. The city maintains them very, very well. It's just a very peaceful place to walk through. This little statue is from Easter Island, and as far as we can tell, there's only 3 of these statues that have been taken off Easter Island. One is in England, and 2 are in Chile. Easter Island is on my bucket list. I don't think seeing this takes it off the bucket list. My only complaint so far, and it's the same one I've had for about 2.5 weeks, is there's no sun. It's overcast. No blue sky to make photographs pretty. So we've come down to the bay here, and there's a really interesting rock here. It's called Michael Jackson Rock. And the reason it's called Michael Jackson Rock is because it's volcanic rock. It used to be black, and now because of all the droppings on it, it's white. Not quite sure how I think about that, but that's what they say. We saw several other mansions that were built in the early 1900s by wealthy people. Normally they were involved in some type of mining, either copper or gold. But they made a lot of money. Most of them were foreigners, and they built these incredible homes that are now either owned by the city or kind of vacant, falling apart. Nothing like playing soccer on the beach. I keep getting reminded it's football down here, but you know, it's still soccer. And they're going to do karate down here. We found this statue of the thinker. I saw the original when I was 17 years old in the Louvre in Paris. I can tell the man is thinking, but I remember as a teenager I thought he was doing something besides just thinking. And I'll let you decide what that may be. So we are now in Valparaiso, Chile, which was right next to where we were. In fact, you can see our cruise ship down there. And this home belongs to one of the famous Chilean authors, and You had a heck of a view here. Valparaiso is built on the sides of the mountain, rising up from the harbor. These are some very steep hills that they're built on. As you can see the way they built their buildings. And in a few minutes I'll show you hiking up some of these hills and how the locals go up and down without having to hike. I'll let our guide explain to you what he thinks about the colorful city and the artwork.
Look at the decoration everywhere, everywhere. Paint in different colors. Everybody, do something. Because it was typical from the old time. The only way to get material to paint in the house was from the vessel. And normally, on ship was very strong colors. That's the reason it become very colorful. And since, looking here, see the decoration. Yeah, another one very pretty here on the house here. Nice decoration. It's everywhere, everywhere. Later we want to walk on the best hills. We have parking here, that's a problem. See, mapuche. A lot of snakes, you will see snakes. And in the native tradition, humans have one good snake and one bad snake.
So what is that called?
Empanada.
An empanada. Homemade. Right off the street.
Oh, the bakery.
The bakery. It was right off the street. The street art and graffiti in Valparaiso was just absolutely incredible. I did a special video on just that. I'll put the link in the description below. This one here, I've studied for a while and I just could not figure out what it was they were trying to convey. But it was certainly thought-provoking. So this lady here represents many of the people that were wounded during the demonstrations in 2019. The military used tear gas guns, and many of them lost their eyes during that because of the tear gas. So they have a rose over her eye, the chains because they were being oppressed, and the apples represent the eyes of people that lost their eyes. So anyway, it was only 2019, not too long ago. As we walked through the city, street art was everywhere. It was rare to see a side of a building that didn't have some type of artwork on it. And some of it was just absolutely spectacular and very fascinating to see. Here's a great example of artwork being everywhere. This painting says it all about Valparaiso's fascination with street art. Valpro is their nickname for their city. Valpro is loco when it comes to spray paint, is what I think it says. And I agree. We came all the way down the hill to turn around and come back up the street next to it. So, a lot of hills in this place. I think we're looking for a restaurant somewhere. And the one we went to was closed. And we didn't want to go to a big sit down. So we'll see where we end up. Good, we're going up. Some more ups. I was really afraid that after we went down all those steps that we'd never get back up again. But we are going up again.
We're going. Okay.
This is the Funicular and how you go up and down the hills. These Funiculars were scattered all over the city. Most of them are quite old and don't work anymore, but they're in the process of restoring them and getting them so they work. And this is how the locals would go up and down the mountain or the side of the city without having to walk. And I think it cost maybe 10 cents to ride both ways. So it was kind of fascinating. Vina del Mar and Valparaiso are fascinating cities, beautiful, and the artwork in Valparaiso is just out of this world. If you enjoyed our video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel around the world in 274 days. And be sure to hit the notification bell so you're notified when our next video comes out. Thanks for watching.